Hey, this is Michael from Vantage Point Media, and I just wanted to say to you and your family, Happy Thanksgiving. 2020 has been an eventful year, to say the least, and there is so much to be grateful for. Because we're all in this pandemic and things are changed, and it's kind of hard being stuck at home, and mental health is on the rise, and jobs are being lost, and there's a lot of struggle. Sometimes it's hard to be in the moment of thankfulness. So we wanted to take today, Thanksgiving, a day where we're supposed to give thanks and thank specific people and let everyone know that there is still hope. There's still reason to continue going. The mentality of we're in this together didn't have to die out after the first wave of lockdowns. And with numbers on the rise, it's more important than ever that we recognize and realize that we do need to do this all together. So with that being said, we wanted to say thanks and give thanks and let you know who we are thankful for this year. We want to start with healthcare workers. From day one, they've been on the front lines, putting themselves at risk, making sure that we are able to get through this, no matter what. So we want to thank you to the nurses, to the doctors, to the caregivers, to the hospital staff, to the hospital janitors, making sure that it's clean for the next patient. We want to thank all of you. We are thankful for you. To teachers, we understand that this school year has been anything but normal. The end of last year gave us a taste of what this year was going to be, and it was nowhere near accurate for the trials and tribulations that we've had to endure. So thank you to the teachers for all that you have done for our students and for us as parents of students to make sure that we can get through this as best as we possibly can. Thank you to all the business owners who found a way through all of this to still do something for their community, make an impact, and give back. And thank you to everyday people who have done their part to make sure that we can all get through this. Things like wearing a mask, washing your hands, being socially distant, and just making smart decisions so that way, as a whole, we've got more Thanksgivings ahead of us. And on a personal note, we'd like to thank our clients who, through everything else, have stuck with us and allowed us to continue to work with them through this pandemic. We would also like to thank every single person who has trusted us with telling their story through 2020. We launched the Vantage Point show at the beginning of the pandemic to showcase some of the hope and the real world humanity that was going on during this pandemic. And in that process, we've got to meet so many phenomenal people and tell their story and see all the good that's still going on in the world. On a personal note from me, I would like to thank my team. Without them, my dream of running a media company, despite a pandemic, despite everything going on in the world, would be nothing. They doubled down, they bought into my vision and allowed us as a team to grow and to have our message out there in the world. And to them, I am eternally grateful. I have an interesting history with my health. And I'm actually going through some health stuff right now in the middle of a pandemic, which have made it pretty crazy. So the last 6 months for me, while struggling and juggling things with the pandemic, have been a little bit more interesting because I'm dealing with my own medical issues and, procedures being scheduled. And that team of mine have been that rock solid foundation. They have allowed me to be able to pursue my dream while also being able to take care of myself. And I am eternally thankful for that. I would also like to thank my friends and my family and the people that follow us and watch the videos and share them and support us, knowing that in the midst of all of this, there are still dreamers and people doing things. And I love you all and I appreciate all of you for the support that you continue to give us each and every week and every single time we put something out there. Without you, none of this would be real. So thank you. And I would like to thank those personally close to me that I love. My daughter, my family, the ones that I hold close. None of this is anything and means nothing without you, and it is all for you. So thank you to everyone who's in my life, and everyone who is in the Vantage Point Media family, and everyone that shares our stories, allows us to tell your stories, or is becoming a part of our story. Happy Thanksgiving. And I hope you and your family find reason to be thankful this year.